Alright, 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 alright. Come on, phone. Come on, phone. Give me the noise. Hey, listen. There we go. There we go. So, hola, voodoo breakfast. What is a voodoo breakfast? Is it like fried eggs and person soul? Voodoo breakfast. Hey, Tormod, how's it going, man? En Sharta. Sharta. Let's see. Why is it the camera like that? That's camera. Much better. So today, fried eggs, sausages, and juju. Yeah, the good old juju. Extra spicy. Hey, just honest. Bjorn in. Hey, my dwarf from Lord of the Rings. Hey, Aski. Yep. So, today, someone suggested what would happen if you paint shadows only, and that's what I'm gonna experiment with today. I'm gonna see how to make that work. Not really sure how it will turn out, but yeah. Oh, Etive, good morning. You're new. You are new. Alright, so I'm gonna paint shadows. So I'm gonna reverse paint. Usually paint a light that falls into a dark background. So what I'm gonna do now is paint shadow that falls into a light background. So we'll see how that goes. I am afraid that I will start contouring things and adding lines to things, which is I should not do, right? I should paint just blocks of shadow and things that are not lit. I should stay away from. That is the switch the mind around. Eric, well, it depends on exposure if you think about photos, right? But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I have prepare for roadkill. It might turn out really bad. Oh, I just need to switch my mind around. Oh man. This is gonna be so tricky to do. Because I'm so used to painting the positive side, you know, the side that's being lit, and now I need to like skirt around. Oh man, it's messing with my head. So I erase the light now. Oh man, this is weird. Good challenge though. Whoever suggested it, good move. Kirill, that's true. That's true. I can see that. I can see how that works. Like they what's it called? The technical term when they use lots of water and kind of soak the shadows in. Concept Sam, the Shadow Walker. Yeah, man. So in a way, what I gotta do is like define the Terminator. And only have things in shadow? Hmm. So weird. God damn it. Messes with my brain. Hey, listen? Who is hey listening? Someone. Yeah, exactly. You have to start medium and then work them in darker. Yep. You have to like block the shadows in, like the shadow groups. Yeah, exactly. Leaving blank, untouched spaces for light. That is absolutely true. But it's so easy to flip and paint the lit side, you know? So more or less what I gotta try to remember that what I'm painting is the ambient occlusion, more or less. Hey Red Clay Skull, how's it going? Welcome, 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 man. Concept Sam, I don't know. I guess to some degree. Masking fluid. That's true, Kirill. That's true. It's so weird. I love these kind of challenges that puts your mind on its head, you know. Just challenges the way you actually approach things in a radical enough way where you actually don't know what you're doing. Which is really strange. Strange position to be in, I must say. That you need to, because this is not the way I paint at all, you know. Jacob Obley, yeah, yeah, like that. Let's duplicate that, merge it like this. Oh, it's easy. Hey, Slupen, how's it going? Slumpen, you're Swedish, right? What's with the nickname? Because Slumpen is either random or the bottom part, the end of a beer or an end of a cigarette, right? Eric Ricky, yeah, absolutely. It just messes with the whole approach because the way I think about how you should paint is paint the light, you know, paint the positive form. Now I need to paint the lack of positive form, you know. But it's just a change of mind, I guess. It's going to look extremely different. You've had it for years. But is it about the end of a smoke, like a cigarette or a beer, or is it like the word random, slump method? Erin Erranty Queen, yeah, the mind thing that's, you know, you should use at some point. And then you could, you know, of course you can go easy and just do something that's easy to understand, or you go one step up and start designing some weird creature to to absolutely not make it easy, you know. But now, like now I'm drawing lines, right? I'm drawing the negative side of a line, you know, the cast shadow of a line. So in a way that makes it easy for me to understand. It almost becomes like a cheat, but it's the only way you can describe the negative side, you know. But like for the head now, if I want, I can't draw the eyebrows. I need to draw the shadow of where the eyebrows are not, you know. Hey Morphia, how's it going? Welcome. Slumpin' Boys. Oh, at 11? I just spat on my monitor. Smooth. That's interesting. You need to draw the sockets. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. The eye sockets. Yeah, for the eyebrows you need to draw the shadow end of the eyebrow. Yeah, the socket, exactly. But it's, I would recommend you guys to try this and try to be as vigilant as you can of not cheating. Like try to be true to the challenge. So now, for example, I'm trying to design a blade of sorts, like a mass poking up from the arm. You know, like that would be the shape. But as I can't draw it because I can't draw the positive end of it, I need to draw the negative end of it. It's a bit tricky. Hey Zialin, how's it going? Amir, what up, yo? Captain Jet Lag, my favorite kind of lag. How's it going? Nice to see you back, man. A voodoo breakfast. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta, because, like you say, misty, right? Because that's what mist does to highlights. If it's really thick mist, the highlights are muted, right? And you only see the masses. But it's so weird. Like now over here, I've lost myself a bit. Eric, yeah, absolutely. Like with pencil as well, it's easier because for me at least in my mind, I just block in the shadows, right? But digitally now, it's a bit messing with my mind. Just this like you can't touch the positive end of the forms. you have to define it by the negative ends in a way, you know. I just so badly want to draw the highlights because I'm an idiot. Jet lag. Oh, really? Slumpen boys. Yeah, I think that would be really cool with charcoal on in traditional media. I think that technique and approach lends itself way more natural than a digital approach I'm doing now, because we're, at least by practice, we are so used to painting digitally in a certain way, right? Where pencil, it's a lot more, because it's already white. We can't paint white onto black to the same degree. Hey, Studio Colorophobia, what up, yo? Welcome to my lair, where I'm challenging myself of only paint. Today I'm painting the shadow of objects rather than the lit side of the objects, and it's absolutely wrecking my brain. Hey Bruno Romanos, Bruno Romanos. Not any other Romanos, but the Bruno kind. Slumpen boys, yeah. I could definitely see this as a good way to shake the need to draw lines on around objects. I can definitely see this working really well for that, because I just want to do it constantly. Hey Georg. Concept Sam, yeah. What, for some reason though, like I've analyzed myself, and one of the first things I do on a blank paper is draw a half circle. I don't know why. That's my go-to move. Just draw a half circle, like an arc, and then I start drawing from that arc. It's my go-to move, so I'm never afraid of like where to start. I just draw a half arc. And that's maybe why all my drawings look like shit. No, I don't know, but it's a weird thing. Like, I noticed myself always starting with an arc for some reason. Jacob Mobley, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a great way, like, to block it by being conscious about it. But this is like, I'm not allowed to touch the positive side. You know, it has to be the dark side only, which is so weird, and it's a really fun little challenge. When you're drawing your creatures, one with weird bodies, are you thinking of bone structure and how it would work in real world? Roy Batty. Nice nickname. Yeah, I do. Um, Jacob Mobley. No, yeah, but you have to be able to say that your drawings are bad based on your own assumption of where you should be or what you should draw like, you know. And it's not saying compared to everyone else. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying I don't like the drawings, right? And that's in no way, shape, or form measuring it against some other artist. You have to be able to say that you think your art is bad in a positive way, where you don't put yourself down, but saying it should be better, right? Arc, my arc, yeah, it's random sketch start. It's like if I don't know what I'm drawing, I open my sketchbook and start drawing. Let's see if I even have a start of a drawing. Yeah. I don't know if you can see, but the way that the arc of the head is, oh wait, like, no, well, whatever, you can see the arc. Stupid. But Roy Batty, yeah, I do try to think about function. It has been something that obviously I've practiced and studied. I looked at a lot of anatomy of animals and try to understand how it all works. So whenever I create something, obviously I'm drawing from my imagination, but that also includes from my knowledge, right? It's not just like completely grabbed from out of the ether. It's based on real world scenarios, like of how muscles work and how bones work. And you can always, if you understand the principles of push and pull in anatomy of muscles, you know, why they are connecting the way they are connecting and so on, you can also set up scenarios where those conditions are not there and they're not being met, and how are you forced to solve them in a way of, okay, I know I can't use those shortcuts to describe the function of this creature, and then you just have to reverse engineer the solution, right? So whenever you're making something fantastical, if it's operating in gravity, for example, you know that it has to have certain behavior in the body. So I just see it as like Lego. If it's going to be flying, it's going to have ability to push and pull the wings, right? And then whatever that design setup is, I know that I can kind of fake it to the degree where it's believable based on real world principles, right? But the creature doesn't exist, and I'm basing it on any existing animal. It's just basing it on the idea of how anatomy works, and then you can just skew it. But if you don't know how it works, your designs usually end up looking like unbelievable. Not in a positive way. That's unbelievable! But that's unbelievable. That's bullshit. Hey Mila. Queen Mila. Welcome. I am painting shadows only today, Mila, and it's messing with my brain. But it's a really fun challenge. And it's I strongly recommend giving it a go. Of shadow groups only. This is kind of fun. Bjork, yeah. Yeah, I think so too. No, I was talking about something. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I was gonna say some point about something. But anyways, I'll jump on the I'll jump on the comment about you guys are started talking about feeling good or bad about the art. I think it's really important that you should be able to shit on your own art in terms of trying to find the flaws with it. Like, what doesn't I like about it? the problem always arises when you go, this is not as good as person X, this is not as good as person Y. That's where your problem starts, because you shouldn't compare it to others, because it's your stuff, right? Of course, we all have tastes, sensibilities, and artists we prefer versus other artists, and so on. But it's important, like, there's a lot of oversaturation, I think, of from internet about art and styles and what how you should paint like and what you should know. Um, but also, you are a product designer if you're a concept artist, more or less. You're designing something for a product, so you need to make it be trendy, but yours enough to be making them hire you in above someone else, and so on. So it's this weird balance of fine art versus production art, or yeah, product art. Yeah, I forgot the idea. Zillion started with half circles and ended up with being lost. Um, but the whole thing about uh, oh yeah, hating your own art, right? Shitting on your own art. There we go. There we go. There we go. A term. One thing that's really important is that you're challenging yourself. Like I talked about this in when I started with the competitions for Golden Ticket, right, or the ArtStation challenges in general. It's like it doesn't matter, or Unreal Bjornament. It doesn't matter, um, like if you win or lose, but the fact that you're forcing yourself to apply your knowledge now and then, where you have added pressure to succeed, when you can't half-ass it, right? You have to use all your knowledge to the best of your ability, and that way you set the bar higher than you're comfortable with, so that you're forcing yourself to excel, right? And that's the beauty of, let's say, university or school, is that you're having to do exam, like your final thesis or whatever, and you're going to be judged on it, right? So you force yourself to apply all your knowledge to the best of your ability, so that you don't fail uni, right? And it's the same with art. Like this, doing this is very uncomfortable for me, and I'm pushing myself to try to perform. I mean, it's a warm up, but you get the idea that this is just not me relying on comfort and sitting in my comfort zone and just doing it good enough, right? But this is obviously not a competition, but you get the idea, right? That it's really important to push yourself, and it's really important to study, and it's really important to relax and do stuff that you just love doing. But the stuff that you love doing is always more or less going to be the autopilot mode, right? And the competition or challenges or set the bar higher is always going to be where you need to dig deep and improve to make it work, because you should set the goal of a challenge higher than your comfort zone, so that when you reach that higher height, you're already force yourself to rise up, and then that becomes your comfort zone, more or less, the more you try it, right? But you should also be able to set the bar high enough for you to be able to succeed. So it's about like knowing yourself, by doing postmortems of your work, and go, okay, this is the, like, most likely the ability where I can reach, right? Like, this is outside of what I want to do better than my latest best painting, right? Or best design. And then you go, okay, let's try. Hey JP, how's it going? The topic today is shadows only. So painting the negative side of light rather than the positive end of forms, you know, like painting the light hitting a form. Now is occlusion. P-net, no, this is absolutely experimentation. I paint the opposite usually, like I don't paint shadows only. But today I'm challenging myself to do that. And this is absolutely not a comfort zone. Concept Sam, yeah, exactly. JPX, oh, that's fantastic! Congratulations. Percentage of my income, I'd say for rent. I live not in an expensive area, but lucky with rent. So I'm the exception to the rule. Örjan lives in Norway, and Norway is mad expensive. Just 1 minute left. I definitely, judging by the ability to finish something here, painting shadows only, I definitely struggled compared to other warm-ups. This is definitely was a big surreal challenge for me of switching my mindset around. I like the idea of doing it this way. I think I will do it again. It's really weird to do it like this. I think JP, I do the same. Approximately, it's the same kind of range. That's so weird. What is happening? All right. It's over. The timer is up. The stream will end. The P-Neat, it's a daily 30-minute warm-up. So the idea is that we hang out, we have a cup of coffee, draw something for 30 minutes. Every Monday is a study Monday. Today is obviously not Monday. It's Tuesday, and I set a random challenge. Usually it involves your suggestion. You suggest something, and I go, okay, I'm gonna draw topic number 5. start a timer, and it's a 30-minute countdown. I draw as much as I can without looking at reference or understanding what I'm drawing. Purely imagination, so that I'm warmed up to tackle the day's work, and ideally you too, and some of you will go to bed. Pseudocolorophobia, yeah, man. It was a really weird approach. I really thrown off by it, but I want to try it again. I think it would be cool. For the longest time, I struggled finding how to define the rhythm of a painting by not painting the thing, you know. So I think it's a good way of making yourself think. Peanut, don't worry, man. They're all just messing around with you. So let's see. Okay, she's playing a game. Hazardous art. What are you painting? What are you doing? Christopher Kent. He's coloring that one. Snake Eater. Everyone is just. No one. Visual Jamie. You're drawing pencils, I think. Yeah. Let's rate Visual Jamie. She's cool. So when we rate her, make sure you click her follow, give her some love from me to her, from you to me to her. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, if you want to jump in the raid, just stay around. It's going to automatically switch, and we're all going to switch over to her channel automatically. See you guys tomorrow morning for more experimentations. Thanks all the new people. Toodles.